Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So just before we start, check the link in the description. The Lean Muscle Protocol, my program that I run myself, is in the description, helping you put on muscular size and strength in a natural, high intensity manner. Go check that out, link in the description. Use code LEO for 10% off at Amped pre-workout, lucidsupplements.com. Go check that out as well. Hope you enjoy. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today's a slightly different one. A little bit away from the usual kind of topics we talk about, but it could still be considered in between. But this is more based on recovery rather than muscle building. But it's just as important, it's just as effective, and one will aid the other. The main thing I'd like to talk about in this video will be saunas. Now that's just because I've just come back from the sauna, so I thought I may as well give a personal view based on why I do it, how often I do it, or how often I try to do it as well, because it's not convenient don't want to make excuses, but it takes up a lot of time. So, if you're doing weights as well and cardio. So it all depends. I usually do them on my active recovery days when I'm not doing weights, if that makes sense. Sometimes I have still done them on weights days, and you can do that. It's just about time efficiency, because I like to be in there for about 20 minutes plus, I'd say. 15, 20 minutes plus, that's where you get the most benefits. And I'm about to tell you what those benefits are. So, first thing is cutting out toxins. It removes toxins from your body through the sweat. Now you get a lot of toxins, especially in today's environment. You'll be getting through microplastics, heavy metals, all of the nonsense that's around us nowadays, hormone disruptors, endocrine disruptors, the thing that's going to mess up your testosterone. And that is why saunas are so effective, because you sweat some of that out, or a lot of that out, and it helps helps your body replenish itself and feel a lot better. The second thing is I can stretch in there, and it can increase my ability to stretch in further positions, get more flexible, which I think is really underrated. I really enjoy being flexible. I really enjoy being loose, because I do a lot of weights. We do a lot of weights on this channel, and I've done martial arts previously. I just like feeling loose, especially when I'm sitting down a lot or something like that. After a long time, I do like to feel flexible. Another thing is it increases your recovery. It increases your ability to recover from workouts previously. Now that is a really underrated ability from just sitting in a hot room. Sitting in a hot, dry room increases your recovery. The same way as a cold plunge, but that is slightly different, and I'm going to save that for a separate video. So recovery is exceptionally important for being able to increase your ability to lift more weights, sprint faster, run longer distances, whatever your kind of goals are, it helps in regards to recovery. So that's going to be very, very, very useful for you guys. And especially no matter what stage you're at, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're having enough electrolytes, but it is very, very good for increasing your ability to recover, do more sessions, and who doesn't want to do more sessions in the gym and improve quicker? That's one of the things Eddie Hall actually said when he was trying to be world's strongest man and then became him. He said he trained just as hard as everyone else. He didn't believe he trained harder, he just believed he recovered faster and better. So recovery is just as important. You need to train hard and rest hard, because that is how you then put the most effort into your next sessions, which can ultimately give you a better output and a better outcome. The next thing is cardiovascular health. It increases your cardiovascular endurance, again, just by sitting there. It has the same effects as cardio, because it's increasing your heart rate, thus, from the heat, increasing your cardiovascular endurance. So, putting more oxygen to the working muscles, but they're not actually working at the time. Your heart is working more than anything else, but it still gives you those same benefits. The next thing is that it increases your all-cause mortality and reduces Alzheimer's. Now, if you're a certain age, you won't care about this, but I promise you'll care about this in the future, is your ability to stay alive. People kind of take it for granted at a young age, but these things like reducing all-cause mortality and Alzheimer's is very, very good, especially for someone, say like me, who's played rugby and had a few head injuries, or from MMA. Like, it's very useful. Same way creatine's very useful for helping with concussions. All these things kind of add up. All these things kind of help catalyze and increase your body's ability to recover and feel better overall. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would urge people to have 3 to 4 saunas a week. That's what I'd recommend. I get about 3, I'd say, on average, but 3 to 4 saunas plus has been shown to be very effective, get all these benefits, and ultimately improve as an individual. Also, it's very good for cutting weight. If you're a fighter, that's a bit of a niche one, bit specific, not very useful for most of the population, but I thought I'd just mention it. You will lose water weight, but you do need to replenish yourself with electrolytes in order to stay healthy. That is a separate thing for fighters. They kind of do their own thing, but I just wanted to mention that. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope you have found this video useful, and I shall see you later.